Hey everybody, welcome to the podcast. This is the Courtesy Violation
Podcast.
I'm Gibbs,
I'm Trevor.
and we're here to entertain you for 45 hour, however fucking long we go.
Here lately, it's been about hour 10.
Yeah, we've been giving you a little about 10 minutes extra.
Yeah. We started off in the beginning on hour-long formats, and then something happened, and we're like, let's give them 10 more minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sometimes they deserve it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really what it comes down to. Is as listeners, you all deserve that extra 10.
Yeah. We're like, we could drone on just a little bit longer about this tournament.
Mm-hmm.
That's about 5 more minutes there, and then add 5 more minutes of dick and fart jokes.
Yep.
That's what we've been doing.
Boom, there's your 10 minutes.
That's the recipe for what we've been, our hour 10-minute episodes. That's what you've been getting.
Yep.
Break it down for you in case you didn't
60
know.
minutes of this dumb shit, 5 minutes of dicks, and 5 minutes of disc golf.
There you go, yeah. It's mostly dumb shit, though. Yeah, week of Music City Open,
Yes, I'm fired up.
man. Are you?
I am. I'm excited. I'll be in Nashville in a couple of days.
Yeah, you're going before I am. You're going Friday, and I won't make my trek there until Saturday.
Yeah.
So you're driving back Friday night.
Probably, yeah.
Dang.
Unless somebody's going to take me in.
Yeah.
Anybody in the Nashville area wants to take in a fat guy that doesn't snore because I have a sleep. I do need to plug in the wall because I do have sleep apnea because once again I'm fat and I'm very unhealthy. But yeah, I just need a plug in the wall and that's it.
110 outlet and something like the floor to sleep on.
The floor's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you could hook him up, then for sure.
Yeah, I'll crash anywhere.
There you go.
I might see if I can't sleep with Swiss and fucking Jefferson
in their van,
in the town and country.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god. Where would you sleep?
On top of Swiss, hopefully.
I'd be like, could I sleep on top of the van? Yeah. How big is this thing? I don't know. I'm excited about it. I've never been. This will be my first Pro Tour event.
Which is going to be awesome.
Which is going to be awesome. And actually, now that I'm saying it out loud, I've realized that I need to get my tickets from DGPT.
Oh, you still haven't?
Still haven't done that.
Oh, my God.
I may not even be at MCO.
No, they're still on sale if you have to buy them. So.
Yeah. I will be there.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. It's going to, and if anybody out there that's listening hasn't been to one, like, you need to at least go to one just to see because it's cool on TV, but the distance that some of these guys throw and the shot shaping, and it's mind blowing when you see it in person because the extra 200 foot, like, yeah, you're used to seeing people throw 400, or not used to 400's a bomb. I mean, I'm not throwing it 400, sure. But like seeing somebody just reach back and rip it, 550, 600 with ease.
Yeah,
that's what
I'm
stoked. Wild.
I've never really seen that in person.
Yeah,
I've never really played with someone that I've just watched bomb.
Yeah,
a few times, but not, to that scale.
Yeah, it's really neat, and it's also cool to watch like the pros' different forms because you got some of them like his that absolutely he looks like he's absolutely fucking ripping it. You know what I mean? Yeah. And he is. He don't look like it. He is.
Yeah.
But you can see like he's throwing hard, right?
Yeah.
Or fast, however you want to say it. But then you see Simon, which his form just looks smooth and almost slower.
Lower effort,
and it just fucking goes, man. It's really neat. It's cool watching the different forms, and it's awesome watching them putt because, 30-foot putts, 35-foot putts, it's just automatic. It's great. It's wild. It's cool.
I'm not going for the 30-foot putts. I'm going for the 500-foot drives.
Whoa,
dude.
You're a driver?
Yeah, dude, I'm a driver. I want to see the rips.
You're gonna see a few.
I want to see that.
Yeah, there's gonna be. They did change the layout at MCO. So.
Yeah, I was looking at the layout change actually, and everything's fucking changed.
Yeah, it's completely different.
They did the thing that Jonesboro did. I noticed too, where it's like hole 10's old hole 8 or whatever it is. That's not right, but you know what I mean. A lot of that.
Yeah, I think that they're finishing on what used to be. I want to say 8 or 9. It's a downhill shot. I think for the FBO it's 450 and then like 550 for the men, but it's downhill pretty pretty far. I would say that. I don't know exactly how much of a decline it is. Probably 40, 50 foot.
Yeah.
But it's a kind of a blind shot. But it, as a spectator, super cool hole because you get on the right side of the fairway, and they're literally throwing over your head. Like the discs are going over your head.
That's
It's
cool.
really cool. Yeah, it's a cool spectator hole.
See, that's what I'm looking. I can't wait for this to be my first Pro Tour event. I get to see, how the spectators are like, what that's all about. The lines for that, and
Yeah.
like I want to see how accessible it is, so I'll be able to actually have a better grasp.
Yeah. It's just gonna be a good time overall. I mean, George Fiorini is gonna be there from Dark Ace.
Hell yeah.
Bear Bite's gonna be there.
Oh,
We're
dude.
done talked to him. Told him we're gonna hook up with him. And, I mean, there's just gonna be the people that we know. It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, the Disc Golf
We'll have
World
a clan
boys will
down
be there.
Yeah, we're gonna have a clan down there. It's gonna be a good time.
That's awesome. We get to see a couple people that we had on the show.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. What if they didn't remember? What if none of them remember us?
Big Bear Bite's already been messaging. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely remembers. Now George, he might not. I think he will.
No. We surely left a
If
lasting
Anthony
impression.
was just coming to Music City, we'd have almost a
Dude,
whole crew.
I know. We got to
But-
get Tina down there too.
Oh, Tina too. Yeah. But Anthony is going to Worlds. I'm pretty stoked because I'll be at Worlds
Yeah, you'll
too.
be there.
I get to meet the boy in person, see that beautiful face in person.
Oh yeah, just a beautiful soul, beautiful
He
energy.
is. He really is, man. He is. Every time he messages us or something, it's just
true.
always such a fucking positive vibe. He's such a good dude.
That is true. He's like the nicest dude. Every time
really
he messages is always sweet.
Yeah, it's just so positive.
And it's like just like one of my boys that I grew up with
Yeah.
would talk to me. Just
Yeah.
like, how you doing? It's good to hear you're doing well.
It's one of the huge,
A lot of fart memes and stuff. A lot of dumb,
a lot of
silly
funny
shit.
memes. Yeah. It's one of the huge benefits of this podcast. Not just, I mean, we've met a lot of cool people, and then not just like the people that are in the industry or whatever you want to say it, like just people that fans or listeners. I don't want to say fans, but listeners we've met. Super cool. But man, it's been really cool ride. I mean, this podcast is really
Yeah.
it's a like today I've had shit day, and I was sitting there thinking like, man, I don't even really feel like podcasting. And then I thought, no, podcasting always makes me
It's the
happy.
fun,
It's
yeah.
the fun part.
I get the same thing where I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that. But then every time afterwards we do it, I'm like, that was fun.
Yeah.
That was a good time.
And then
what do you mean?
Yeah, and then I started thinking, maybe somebody else is having a shit day.
We should get them on the
And-
podcast.
Well, no, listen to us might perk
That's
up
fair.
their day. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's
That's
what it's
true.
all about, is making somebody happy, making somebody smile,
I'd love to.
making somebody hard, wet.
That's really the only thing you really need in life is to make people happy or hard.
Yeah.
Make them happy or hard.
Smile or horny, or,
Yeah. If we can get one of those two reactions out of somebody, I think we're doing
we're
our
doing
job.
a fucking fine.
Or both.
Fine job.
If we could get both reactions out of somebody in one episode,
I can't hardly be.
that's
I
the
can't-
game plan.
I can't hardly be hard without smiling.
yeah. Yeah. It's been a real problem in every relationship I've been in. Yeah. Can you please take that?
That's a weird
Awkward.
fucking.
And it's all teeth.
Oh, that's great.
But yeah, I don't even know where we were going. Thanks for listening, guys.
Yes, thanks. I hope we brighten your day a little bit,
Yeah. We
or make you hard,
we hope we make you hard
or wet.
more than anything. We got a few things to talk about today, though. If you want to, we can just go ahead and jump into the Jonesboro recap.
Yeah, we'll
May as well.
do FPO first.
FPO first.
Kristen Starr dominated. Okay, MPO.
Yeah. That's pretty much.
Yeah,
That's the story.
it's just she jumped out first round 6-stroke lead, and it's. I'm not saying I knew for sure, but when she jumps out to a 6-stroke lead first
probably
round,
it.
it's probably almost. I mean, you can pretty much call ball game.
Yeah. Yeah, because even like, especially like, in the FPO field too, like she can sometimes afford to have like a lackluster round and still like she could just pop off with a crazy 1050, 1060 rated
Yeah.
or whatever. Not the final round and win it. So
Yeah.
she's probably going to win regardless. But yeah, that was my reaction. Is she, she won by 9 strokes.
Yeah, I think what was it? First round, she was up by 6 strokes after the first round, And
Yeah, I don't
then I
remember.
think
Yes, that's
it was
correct.
Evelina in second, right?
No,
After the first round, or Holland Hanley?
well, yeah, Holland Hanley was
After
in
the first
second.
round?
After the first round was in second.
Okay, then after the second round, her lead was only 4, right? Or am I crazy?
No, I'm sorry. After the first round, Evelina.
Okay, and then Holland Hanley
Then
had a
Holland
great
Hanley.
she had a good second round. That's what
Yeah,
I was thinking.
yeah. She shot a 10 down,
That's what I was thinking.
10-26, 10 down round,
17-26, that's pretty
and
solid.
still, 8 strokes off of it.
Yeah. That's what it was. Yeah,
6 rather.
Yeah, she was 6-6. That's
Damn.
right. But she was 8 strokes ahead of Evelina, I think. Evelina dropped back. Regardless, I'm not good with numbers. But then
You're our numbers guy, so I'm gonna need you to be good with numbers, bud.
But then
One of us has got to be good with numbers.
it didn't matter because when the third round came and she played solid and it was windy as all get out, or parts of it windy. Jonesboro's always got some wind, but this
Yeah.
weekend seemed like it was worse than some other
Yeah, it was
weekend. You know?
it was very windy, and I just kind of chalk. I wonder if it's just this time of year. It feels like
Well,
spring is fucking crazy windy.
It
Anyway,
is,
so,
yeah, and it's pretty much open fields. I mean, it is.
Yeah.
It is open fields. So
Yeah, not a lot of coverage out there.
no, so it is
You,
what it is. But yeah, I mean, I don't even really know what to say. They
She
tried to make it interesting.
Yeah,
They really did. Like they're like it's, down to because there was one at one point she got they got within like 7 strokes over, 6 strokes over, and they were like, you never can tell with these that last 3 holes, and I'm like, come on, man,
come on, commentators, we can tell.
Yeah, it's call a ball game.
Yeah, there's a lot, and I've noticed them do that too when they'll just start talking about like runnings for second place.
Yeah.
And they're like, all right, we won't even focus on.
they got
Kristen
to.
is on a
Yeah.
fucking different level, so let's just start focus on who's gonna secure second or third place, which is the new first place.
Yeah.
Is second place FPO. That was dumb, but you know what I'm saying.
No,
Most oftentimes people are not touching Kristen Tatar.
a lot of times, but
Yeah.
I thought maybe they pulled it a little tighter, because last couple tournaments, she's
Yeah, it's not very often that you see dudes win.
Yeah.
The guys in the FPO field, they win with such a strong lead.
I think the last was it every tournament this year so far? It's been 1 stroke.
Probably, yeah.
Now, I mean, it could have been 2, but I mean, a lot of in the MPO and FPO, if you're up more than 1 stroke and you got a 30-foot putt, you're pretty much laying up.
Yeah,
Like Barella did at the on the 18th. He could have won by 2, but he laid up his his shot. So, but yeah, it's a lot tighter there. That's for sure.
for sure. Well, and that just goes to show you how fucking good and how different of a person the Estonian princess Kristen Tatar truly
The Wolf
is.
Queen.
The Wolf Queen, dude.
Yeah, she's a monster.
She would have been the Wolf Queen in Game of Thrones.
Fuck.
Fuck.
And I'm probably off base right here, but they interviewed her and they asked her about being homesick. Like last year, you mentioned around this time, are you homesick? Blah blah, and she said, yeah. And she's been talking about there's something like she's dealing with something, and I don't know. And she said, yeah, and it makes it worse. It makes the homesick worse when I'm having to deal with something.
Right.
And this whole time I've been assuming that it was some kind of injury, like a ankle or something, just something.
No, it's another fucking sponsorship they got going for
No,
it.
but the thing is, if she was really injured, like if it was an injury, the thing that she's dealing with, if it's an injury, then why did she play the week before at
fucking
the resort, whatever it is?
God damn it! Why am I blanking?
Because I mean, that's not part of the tour. She don't get tour points for that. So if there was an injury, why wouldn't she take that week off?
Yeah, that's fair.
And try to recover from whatever the injury
Yeah,
is.
so it's probably not that.
So I wonder if it's something else.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely possible.
But I mean,
that would fucking suck too. By the way,
But also that win at that place. What is that place called? Why don't we
Persimmon Ridge.
Persimmon Ridge.
Yeah.
Yes.
I remembered it, and then
That win at Persimmon Ridge. Maybe that helped her get her because she wasn't playing the best before that. Maybe that helped her get her confidence back, and now she's gonna be on it because she won MCO last year. So she's defending champ this week, and then next week is a major.
Yeah.
Or the next tournament. Is that, the next week is a major. So I think after the major, I think she might be going back home for a while.
Okay. Because I mean, at this point, I'm convinced that whatever's going on at home, or even with an injury, she's still gonna win. It's like I'll never count her out.
Yeah, you can.
Right, yeah.
I mean, if she's hurt, she dominated being hurt. But
Yeah.
it just made me, this whole time, I just assumed it was an injury. And now I don't know if it is or not, because it wouldn't have made, if she was actually injured, then why would she play Persimmon Ridge when she could have took a week off and
Right.
helped recover from whatever the injury is?
We're gonna have to contact her and figure out exactly what's going on.
Yeah, I'll call her. I'll let her know. Or I'll
Yeah,
ask her.
You guys are on a no-to-no basis. That's awesome. I also saw where she was on she was on one of Drew Gibson's new videos on YouTube.
No, really?
I'm actually gonna check that out. Yeah, she wins everything, dude.
Yeah.
She's gonna win. I mean,
It was over after the first round. In my head, it was. I still watched it. Well, I can't say I watched it. It was on the TV, and I was in the, what we're calling the disc cave, and I was dying disc.
Yeah.
But it was on the TV. But really, I mean, that last round, I really did lose. I wouldn't say I lost it. Yeah, I lost interest.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you that. Do you think we would feel the same way if it were like that in MPO? If there was just some dominant motherfucker?
Oh, for sure.
Like,
yeah,
that's he's winning by fucking 8 strokes.
For sure. It's. I don't care what it is. It's any sport for me. Like, even if it's Tennessee football, now I might stay a little more engaged with it if we're killing somebody. But
right,
like when it comes to most sports, if it's a blowout, I start wandering on my phone, or you know what I mean. It's just if it's tight, like the NBA was this weekend, it makes it that was a wild final round.
Yeah, that was.
But
yeah, but I wondered that. I think I would agree with you.
Yeah,
if
there's somebody up by 10 strokes with 9 holes left, I'm not going. I'll have, like I said, I'll keep it playing in the background, and then if it gets interesting,
Yeah,
I mean,
what?
This weekend was, I wouldn't say it wasn't 10 strokes, but AB was nowhere around after 9 holes.
Yeah,
and
I know.
He fucking did it. So, but there was other people up there. Hamburg was up there, you know.
Yeah.
So there were still people tight.
Yeah.
Like halfway through the last round of the MPO, there was 10. Well, there's at least 5 people that could win.
All up in the conversation. I was hoping to see a playoff hole.
I was wanting to see a 3-way playoff.
Yeah, no, I've never gotten to see a 3-way playoff.
No, I think that would be cool.
No. I'll just love saying 3-way playoff.
I just like saying 3-way.
Yeah. Are they gonna have a 3-way? Like, whoa.
But yeah, I really thought there would be a playoff. Yeah. So, all right, Kristen, that's all we got on FPO. We'll just jump to MPO and start it. Like,
she won by 9 strokes.
Yeah.
Just
I guess you could run through the top, 10, and let everybody know. We usually do that. We'll keep it the same.
We usually do that. Kristen Tatar winning with a 10-16 average event.
That's not as high as what I thought it would be, to be honest.
Me either, actually. 10:44 first round, 10:09 second, 9:94 third.
Her third round was only a 9:94.
Yeah. 4 under. And you have Holland Hanley second place at 13 under. Evelina Salonen third place at 12 down. Maria Oliva.
Oh, she had what'd she shoot, 10 down that last round?
Which one?
Round 3.
Salonen?
No, Maria Oliva. Yeah.
No, she shot 6 down the
okay.
round 3.
For some reason, I always thought she had a hot final round.
You would have been wrong. I mean,
like I said, it was
6 down's pretty fucking
solid. It was playing
solid
in the background. yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Eliezra Midling up there, tied for 5th place with Heidi Laine and Lieke Lorenzen. Oh no, I'm fucking these up.
No, I think you're good.
Okay, then under in
Even if you are, everybody knows what you're trying because they don't know how to say it either.
no, they're like, I think he's doing a good job. That's probably what
Unless
they're
it's
saying.
Daniel from Tennessee too. He puts the accent and everything in it.
For
I'm like,
sure.
shit the fuck out of
And
here, buddy.
he's definitely judging harshly.
Get the fuck out of here, buddy.
Yeah, they apparently don't know how to pronounce them properly. We do not. Rebecca Cox, a name that we are getting used to seeing more and more.
I know how to say
this
that
year.
name.
Yeah, for sure. That's Nathan Queen's old lady. Stacy Kiefer.
Yeah. It used to be
ninth
Stacy
place?
Haas.
Yes.
And her husband, he played great this weekend too.
Yeah, John Haas.
No, it's Kiefer.
Yeah. Then you got 10th place, tied for 10th place, Owen Scoggins, Haley King, and Silva Saarinen.
Oh.
Man, I want to see our girl Owen back up in it.
Yeah, she didn't play very good.
No,
or
she didn't.
well,
That's
first round was awful.
not for Owen Scoggins.
But her last 2 rounds weren't bad. Can you look up her ratings?
Yes, she shot a 968 event. You know, her
That's
player's
not
rating
great.
is 989.
But her first round was bad, right?
First round was 932.
Okay, that's
So-
not as bad. That's better than all ever fucking.
That's
season.
yeah.
I was thinking it was like closer to 800, like 900.
Yeah,
like,
I'd be stoked with a 5 over 932
Yeah,
rated
yeah.
round.
Then she played decent the last 2 rounds, right?
Yes. Second round 993, so a little bit better, and then third round 979.
Yeah.
So better, but
Not up to
still
what we're
under
used
her.
to from Owen, yeah.
Yeah, 2 rounds under her rating. So not what we're used to seeing out of Owen as of late. So hopefully get to see her back in contention for the win
I bet
to make
she'll do
FPO a
fine.
little bit more fucking less boring.
Yeah, she might. Music City might not be her thing, but she'll do fine at Northwoods Black.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
As long
say
as-
this one more time. I posted it and it got 0 fucking love. But I think this is one of the greatest things I've ever thought of, or one of my greatest posts ever. And I think I got like 1 like,
Which is bullshit.
it is fucking bullshit. And maybe it's just too obscure, but Northwoods Black should be a name of an Agalock album.
Yeah, it really should. Like a.
I can see it, like just like an elk, like with blood dripping off its,
Yeah.
its antlers,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like Northwoods Black
For sure.
Agalock.
Yeah, for sure. Someone in like a black fucking cloak.
Yeah,
with a staff.
with its own,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, maybe some like deer antlers.
hmm
That was.
There's got to be antlers.
There's got to be
either-
antlers. In it.
Either the elk has antlers or the person in the cloak has antlers. One
Yeah.
or two.
Northwoods Black does sound like
A
a.
very Agalocky fucking.
Yeah, like an eerie black metal album or
Yes.
band. Yeah.
Yeah.
Northwoods Black.
I got 1 like from that, dude. That's fucking horseshit.
Maybe-
Get in the chat or get in the comments and tell me that's good because
Yeah.
it hurts my feelings.
Everyone's gonna get in the comments like, "What is Agalock?"
Yeah, who's Agalock? Well, if
I
you
could
don't know who
understand the
Agalock-
reference.
I guess maybe that's it. Is that they're pretty obscure, right?
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
Well, the
Is
person.
obscure the right word?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think the person that if it's the same person,
It is for sure. Yeah.
that taught us who this band was.
Yeah.
He also, I discovered Agalock through the same guy, and yeah, there's no wonder no one knows. Who
He's
the fuck it
very
is,
obscure,
'cause he's
too,
he's
yeah.
into some weird shit.
It's fucking great though.
Yeah,
It
Agalock
really
is
is.
pretty rad.
It's
I'll give you
really good.
that. And fuck you, Twitter world, for not knowing who Agalock.
Yeah, that's their own fault. That's
Yeah.
not my fault.
Agalock. You've heard of Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
You've heard of Kanye.
Yeah.
You
Trash music.
You haven't heard of Agalock?
Come on.
Come on.
I think they're from Philadelphia or Pennsylvania.
Yeah, their newest album, Northwoods Black, is charting right now. But MPO,
MPO. A bunch of good golf.
bunch of good golf.
Okay, before we talk about who won, who didn't win,
Okay.
I don't know the dude's name. He's a young kid. I should have wrote this down in the notes. The guy that aced
Fuck.
the same
Double
hole.
ace. Fuck.
Yeah.
What was his name?
I don't know. I mean, we can look
Shit.
it up. But anyway, they put. I hope
Side
if
by
you're
side.
listening to this, you've seen the side by side.
Yeah.
The timing of his throw, the perfection, and I'm not just saying because of aces. They could have cut it off. It could have not even been aces. That you put those 2 pictures There's two videos beside each other, side by side, and they were so fucking like you could record me 20 times
Yeah.
and it would be different
Yeah.
every fucking time because I don't have that great like that form.
Yeah.
But it's perfect.
It's almost identical.
Yes, it is. It's identical.
Both of those shots side by side are almost identical.
I mean, if
even the celebration was
yeah,
about identical.
Like if it's off what half a second. I mean, it's so tight.
I don't even know how to measure it.
How much practice does it take to be able to do the same exact thing every throw?
I don't know.
That's crazy.
I mean, and it is also one of those instances too where he got the double A, so that he did get a highlight for that. But then it showed his scorecard as one of those, and you're like, oh, there's a lot of colors on there.
Yeah, Neapolitan scorecard.
That always has to be an awkward one for those players. Like, oh, it's cool that I'm on the thing for doing the two aces, but you gotta highlight my. You don't have to highlight my round if you don't want
don't
to,
show
guys.
The scorecard.
Don't show the scorecard.
But I think Brian said that he was the first. That was the first person that had the ace the same hole. Twice in the tournament.
Yeah.
DGPT.
Yeah. I think
Pro
I heard
Tour. That. I think he said he was the first person to ever do that.
Yeah, that's pretty
cool.
fucking cool.
Yeah,
that really is.
But
cool.
seeing those videos side by side, like it was mind blowing almost. Like it was so fucking perfect. It was nuts.
Yeah, it really was.
Even the time they went into bat, like everything was fucking exactly the same.
Yeah,
like you couldn't tell one hit of change from the other. It was like they both went in at the same exact time. It was crazy.
Yeah. Plus, what such a cool fucking. I wanted to see multiple aces on that hole, which I only got to see that one. Or there's two from him. I'm sure it was aced more than that.
I don't know. I didn't see any other ones either. I
Such
tell you what, I've
aceable
seen
hole.
some people struggle with that hole this year.
Yeah.
More than usual.
Yeah.
Like NPL players. Like there were some of them throwing it out of bounds. I mean, there's always some, but
Sure.
it seemed like, I guess maybe the win. Yeah. But it seemed like it was playing a lot tougher.
Yeah, and it's one of those holes. I feel like when it's down the stretch, right? What is that? What hole is that? Fucking one of the later ones.
16. 15,
yeah,
15, 16.
Yeah. So like down the stretch, it's one of those holes that I don't think personally, like, oh, they're gonna fuck this up. Like if someone going into the lead in that hole, I'm not thinking, oh, they'll probably fuck this up. Anything can happen. But I'm like, oh, it's a fucking shoe in. They'll get it.
Yeah. It's a forehand for most. This is a forehand straight hyzer for most
chip
players.
shot.
Yeah. Now that tree does, and I could be wrong, and you can call me out if you want to. The tree that's on the right seemed like either they've moved the tee pad a little bit to the right, or that the tree's got bigger. One of the two.
Yeah.
Because it seemed like the FPO, which I guess a lot of them probably don't have the forehand to reach it. They were having to throw backhand. And it seemed to me like they were having to throw more like a turnover than any other time. And like I said, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I apologize. But I noticed it more this year than I have before.
Yeah, I didn't.
So I don't know if they moved the tee pad or if the trees just got, obviously trees grow, but instead of trimming it up, they just left it bushy,
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not an arborist. But yeah, I don't know. Like you said, Anthony, you mentioned earlier, Anthony Barella, you didn't really know who was going to win up until like fucking right at quit. Like,
hole 18.
Hole 18, yeah. And one thing that stuck out to me was Ben Calloway not running that eagle putt on 14, 15, whatever hole that is.
15 maybe.
And when he did it, the commentators, I know Sexton in particular was like, that's his game plan. He's sticking to it. It's respectable. But it made me think, after watching AB take the win, in which he only won by, did he win by one or two? He only won by one, but he could have won by two.
Yeah, he could have won by two.
And some other circumstances could have happened where Ben Calloway went out of bounds the next hole. I think he ended up taking.
He went out of bounds. Yeah, he was out of it.
He was out of it, but not running that fucking eagle putt. I don't know if that. This is a higher level of play, so these guys think about it in a different way. But I don't know if that fucks with him now, or if that's one of the things that he thinks about that tournament. And he's like, okay, that could have been a lot different. That could have been a momentum shift.
Yeah.
but he went for the easy layup. And Nate Doss actually he said that like he's like he could have ran that. It was he's right-handed. It's fading into the hillside, so there is a possibility of rollaway.
Yeah.
But he's fucking 32 feet away or whatever it was, like very capable of making that. He should have. I think he should. I don't think right now, where MPO is and how these people are playing, that you can really afford to go with the stick to your routine, stick to your game plan, and the Nate Safeton kind of play. It's almost like you have to go for everything and take it all. And
You
that's
better.
and the people that are winning do that, because let me tell you something. Anthony Barella ran a eagle putt from about 60 feet away
Nailed
that
it.
same round, and then
Yeah.
he won the tournament.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's like you said, that dude, they're killers out there, dude. You better not try to sit on a lead. You better try to build the lead.
that's what I'm thinking, man.
Yeah.
And I think they used to be able to get away with that idea. And like, in MA2 I don't know.
No, I mean you're right. Like
There's definitely times people should lay. I mean, even in the MPO field, like in the pros, like there's times they need to lay up. But dude, down the stretch,
Yeah.
it's not like, it's almost like you can't really focus on the whole personal side of disc golf of like, hey, just sticking with my game plan and not really being concerned about scores or not being concerned about how everyone else is playing, just kind of playing the hole how I want to. You're forced to be like, how's everyone else doing?
Yeah.
Because I have to birdie this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You kind of have to make it more like a me against them mindset rather than the more personal.
Yeah. You're not playing the course.
Not playing. Yeah.
You got to be
If that
like
makes
at that.
sense.
Yeah. No, I know what you're saying, because like in golf and disc golf, it's I try to say this a lot. I'm playing the course. I just want to go out there and stick to my game plan. Blah blah blah. But when you got those killers like that, you got Calvin and AB, and like they're nipping at your heels. You better.
They ain't
You
nothing to
better,
fuck with.
yeah. It's that they're killers, man.
You better run that 32-foot eagle putt.
Yeah, I will say, like, once again, I have no idea what Ben Callaway's making. I don't care.
He played fucking great.
He played amazing, but man, I don't know. Like, how many fucking gnarly rollaways did we see this weekend?
Sure. Man, how many rollaways did he have?
How many times did Calvin hit this basket and it goddamn roll?
That's Calvin's miss, dude.
It's crazy.
Front cage low.
No, I'm talking about like that one hole off the tee. He hit the fucking koozie twice and fucking ended up 40, 50 foot away.
Albert Tom had some unfortunate rollaways as well.
Yeah, there was some nasty rollaways, that's for sure.
Yeah,
and maybe that's what he was thinking. Maybe he was thinking.
Well, that's
man,
obviously what he was thinking.
Yeah,
But
I mean, what if he was? My thing is like, what if he's like, well, yeah, I could still get second, which I wouldn't think that he was thinking that way. Those guys want to win.
Surely not. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I have no idea. I can't win an MA3. I don't fucking know what they think. I know.
Yeah. Listen, Ben Callaway, here's how I would have handled it in MA2.
Yeah, he was playing absolutely, like, he was playing so good, too.
Yeah.
That whole 18, though, it went OB.
Yeah, but even, like, running that eagle putt, and if he had made it, like I said, I think it could have potentially changed the trajectory of his round.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
It would have definitely added, there would have been an added level of pressure from these other guys. AB, he played the hole after Ben Callaway laid up.
Yep, Callaway played, he was on the chase.
But yeah, I saw that, and I think I texted you too, and I was like, man, that was a weak bitch move, jokingly, but like it almost feels that way in this day and age. You can't really afford to do. I mean, you gotta take those.
Yeah, you really you cannot play.
Yeah,
you cannot play to save your you can't play to save your lead. You've got to build your lead.
Yeah,
they're too fucking good.
They're too fucking good.
AB is on a tear. He's won 3 out of 5, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But, it's like you get to 18, and AB's got the box, and that hole's not easy. A lot of people are going out of bounds. Ben Callaway went out of bounds, But, AB steps up, and he just throws a one-angle hyzer, and he's got so much power. he's not gonna come up short.
Yeah.
If anything, he's long. You know what I mean? And then Calvin, he went OB, so that was ball game.
That was ball game. That
Well, it wasn't ball game because the drop zone is makeable. I mean, I'd say, what is it, 120 foot, 100 foot? I mean, that's jump putt for those guys,
That's what Calvin did.
Yeah, so, I mean, it definitely wasn't over, but, like, they talked like it was. But, I mean, he could have forced AB to make that, 35 footer?
Yeah,
30,
maybe even
30,
closer.
Maybe edge of circle putt.
Yeah, and that kind of bummed me out, too. Honestly, I was kind of rooting for Calvin. Love to see AB win it. Just to have such a dominant lead at the start of the season.
It's wild,
fucking
dude. It's crazy. We might get to see something this year we've never.
Yeah.
And we might not ever see again.
Yeah, it's a very special year so far for AB.
3 out of 5, bro.
I've said this before. I would love. This actually kind of contradicts what we were talking about earlier with Kristen and FPO, but I would love to see AB have a dominant year.
Yeah,
and I like that. I like that. I like to see that in the game with anybody. Like whether if it were AB, if it were Paul. Like I think seeing somebody.
You've always said that.
Yeah,
you've always said you like to see somebody just dominate the whole season.
It's fucking cool. You know what I mean? Like to see somebody actually. I don't know. It's like seeing Michael Jordan do the thing. Or fucking Tiger Woods do the thing.
I don't care if he wins every tournament, but I don't want him winning by 10 strokes.
Fair. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
A blowout.
And
he's not. And don't worry, he's not.
No, and it is
Surely.
really cool him winning these like 3 out of 5. It's kind of like he's paid his dues. He's been around the game forever.
Absolutely, he's like a prodigy of Paul McBeth, right? Like he's kind of under his tutelage there for a while.
Yeah. Sexton said something that I thought was super cool. Like, and. Yeah, and Sexton might have been getting a little emotional.
I almost got emotional when he said it. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like he was talking about how AB used to travel with him and Paul. They'd travel together, and when he was young, and he said, AB's that first generation that he didn't grow up wanting to be a basketball player or a baseball player, or this is what he wanted to do, like. He wanted to be a professional disc golfer and be the best in the world, and he's doing it, dude. He's on his way.
He's the first one to actually get
those
those achievements are starting to happen.
Yeah, because before him, like maybe disc golf wasn't even people didn't think about it. Like me, which I didn't even know about it, but like people my age, 45.
Yeah,
you didn't grow up wanting to be a disc golfer. You wanted to maybe be something else, and then you ended up being really good at disc golf. Yeah. But disc golf wasn't your first choice. That was AB's first choice.
That is funny. It's like disc golf. It's like for pros in disc golf, it's like they probably wanted to be a baseball player.
A lot of them, yeah.
And then they got injured. Now they're really good at disc golf.
Yeah. I mean, and
or if they're not really good, they have a deadly fucking forehand.
Yeah. That I thought that was pretty neat though, because it is true, and how good are players going to be? I mean, there's some kids around here that are like local kids, couple set of brothers that are really, really good, and I think
Gannon Burr's another one of those.
Yeah.
Though,
yeah.
He would be one of the first of those kids that are like, I want to be a disc golfer.
Yeah.
And
that's what they've always wanted to be.
Yeah. That is interesting.
I think it's pretty neat, and I think it's just gonna, from here on out, it's gonna happen. I mean, people are just gonna get better.
Don't give up, kids.
Yeah, don't give up. And
keep playing disc.
And if you're under 18, don't be listening to this. Turn it off.
That's true. But keep playing disc golf. Go take a year or two off, 3 years, 4 years to go to college. Ultimately decide that you're good enough to compete, and then come back to disc golf and just kick ass.
Yep.
It's that easy, but always it seems like the smart ones always have that fucking. They always have a degree to fall back on.
Plan, yeah. For sure.
That's what you got to do.
It was awesome. Like it was. Yeah.
I wanted
a cool round.
I wanted to see Calvin win. I was kind of rooting for him there at the end because it had been a whole year since he won last, Jonesboro 2023, and I thought that'd be very special. And that would have been fucking huge for him. Yeah. He needed it. He needed that to potentially get the momentum for his season going. Yeah.
It's been over a year since he's won a tournament now.
It has, and that would have been special, but. Anthony Barella, reigns supreme.
He did.
What do you do?
Killed it.
You have Anthony Barella, first place. Ezra Aderhold, dude, at 23 under. Tied with Ben Callaway and Calvin Humberg. But back to Ezra Aderhold in the runnings here lately.
Yeah.
Seeing our boy just the past few weeks, really.
Yeah. He's coming alive.
He's coming alive.
I think these courses really fit him, too. I think that's a...
Yeah, well, I mean, he's also has to be getting better. Like, his putting has to be looking a lot better.
His stuff
Which is so wild,
insane.
dude, because when you watched fucking... what was the last one where he almost won? Was it not Open in Austin? It was
the Texas States.
It was Texas States, yeah. And he was missing some shorties every now and then. Like, you would still see him missing short ones. And when you see somebody almost win and miss those every now and then, that is a weird thing.
Yeah.
Like, and when I say shorties, I mean like 20 feet, 25 footers. Like, to be at that high of a level and still miss those, but to also still be in contention after missing those, like, god damn.
Yeah, but he was also at Texas States. He was 67% from C2.
That's true. He was making the steppies.
Yeah, and them steppies are sweet. Like he
kidding.
So much velocity.
No shit. And how he would draw his hand back, and you get to see his muscles flex as he came down, and as he extended his arm, you could see the vascular structure in his arms really pop.
I love it.
Great circle 2 percentage.
Yeah, 67%.
It's great. 2 off of being even better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ezra Aderhold deserves a 69% C2 percentage.
Stepping 69s.
Yeah. Stepping 69% of the time. Of course, yeah, like I said, Ezra tied a 3-way tie for second place with Ben Callaway, Calvin Hamburg, first losers. Then you got Simon Lizotte in 5th place.
Like to see him up there.
Yeah, 22, so just 2 strokes off. Awesome to see Simon finally coming in.
That one throw he threw was fucking crazy. He was up in the air for like 11 seconds and went like 100 feet.
Now, are you turning into a fucking 100-year-old man? But yeah, I thought the same thing. Like, whenever he threw it up in the air and it just came down, like you said,
it was coming back towards him.
Yeah, and he was just like,
yeah, he smiled like, oh shit.
What do you do?
He played great though. I mean, he really did.
He did, but one of those instances when that happens, though, that has to be like well, you guys got to be filming me for that one.
No shit, yeah.
Simon Lizotte, then you got Albert Tom. Fucking Estonian boy, right? He's Estonian. No? I thought he was from where Kristen. He's Estonian. Yeah, he is. Chris Dickerson.
C-Dick. Oh, we got to talk about him, too. Finished at 10, and we'll go to C-Dick.
We will. Chris Dickerson tied for 7th place with Gavin Babcock and Gannon Burr at 20 down. So all these guys, only 4 off the fucking lead.
Yeah, it was tight, dude.
Pretty goddamn tight. Then you got Mason Ford tied with Isaac Robinson.
Ford again, dude. Top 10.
There's your top 10 right there.
He's killing it, dude.
Mm-hmm. Isaac Robinson also was looking like it could have been Isaac's fucking ball game this weekend.
Yeah.
So it was cool to see him finally come out and make a little statement.
I'm willing to bet Mason Ford will not be with Mint next year.
Yeah.
I mean nothing against Mint. Nothing
pastures.
against Mint. You know what I mean?
But surely someone can pay him more.
Dude, he's playing great.
Yeah.
Really, really.
Maybe
good.
he'll upgrade to Lone Star next year.
I think I'd stick with Mint.
Stick with Mint. But that's your top 10 in MPO. It was fun. Dude, I like Jonesboro. Like I said, I love this side of heaven, that course. And I liked the changes.
Yeah.
That they did.
I do too, yeah. I liked the old one being 10, right? Or however,
Dude,
whatever it was.
And by the way, during commentary, when they were like, okay, so hole 12, it was old hole 13. And when they would explain the hole, so years prior when it was hole 12, dude, that was so confusing to me.
Yeah, it did.
When they were throwing out all those numbers, I was like, whoa, okay. So the old hole 10, which is now hole 13, is,
yeah.
There was a lot of that.
Yeah, there was.
A lot of confusion. I'm imagining the same for this weekend at MCO.
Yeah.
It's got the same kind of deal.
I need to look at it and study it up because I want to know. I know some of what they did, but C-Dick posted last night, I think, or yesterday, or day, yeah, sometime, that he went and got an MRI on his hip, and he has some kind of crazy shit where his hip is dying.
Yeah,
Like it's
osteoarthritis.
And something else.
Oh yeah, and there's some kind of part like his bone is dying
Because
supposedly.
he don't have any blood flow. Yeah, what's it called? Neuropathy.
Yeah.
He has neuropathy, so his bones just dying.
Interesting.
And it was a 4-paragraph fucking post, and I kept on like, oh no, he's done.
It sounded bad.
He's done
the whole time until the end.
Yeah, and then he's like, hey, it shouldn't really fuck with my career. Like, God damn.
Why'd you waste our time, dude?
Start off with that, brother. Yeah. Start with that before I'm over here about to fucking break down. I'm like, God damn, my favorite player's done.
Yeah, dude. Is he dead?
Was...
I had the same reaction when I was reading it. And then I got to the end. I was like, okay, so you're still in it.
Yeah, you're still
okay.
Good. It's not going to fuck with your playing career.
Yeah,
but...
I'm with you. Lead with that, Chris.
Yeah, lead. He set us up, dude, for failure.
Yeah, and then he was like, but everything's fine, actually.
Yeah, he's going to try some, it sounds like he's going to try some...
Alternative
medicines. Yeah, I don't know if
I say take him to a witch doctor and try that holistic way.
Yes, for sure. There's got to be. I mean, he's right up there in northeast Tennessee. He can cross the state line in Kentucky, and there's got to be some kind of backwoods bullshit they do up there.
I was thinking more so of like someone that like works with crystals.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. I'm sure there's probably a few of those on tour. If I had to guess.
Seth Munsey's like, all right, what's your chakras looking like, though?
He said Munsey was the one that thought he should get an MRI, and he said that they asked him if he'd ever had like a bad car wreck or something like that.
And he said no, just a bad fall last September.
Bad
or October.
Fall. Yeah. So that's wild.
What tournament was it that he fell? Do you remember what it was?
Damn, I
remember when it happened.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, regardless, so if that's the reason why he's having that issue, that's fucking crazy. Yeah. He said Seth had, he had told him to go get the MRI, right?
Yeah.
And it scared me.
It did too. It was a long ass fucking pretty much saying he's fucked for life.
Yeah.
And then he's like, really shouldn't bother my career. I'm like, what the fuck?
But if you guys know any place I get this fixed, just for some preventative measures.
Witch doctors, I really need something. But yeah, it looks like he's looking for some kind of like alternative way to
probably shoot some stem cells in there.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking. Stem cells, it seems like that's a thing now.
Yeah, he had mentioned that he may want to. Someone had made the comment that he may want to look outside the U.S. for treatment.
Yeah.
I think.
Or no, I think he said out of the area.
Out of the area.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Not Johnson City.
Probably not Tennessee, yeah, for sure.
Or Kentucky, or anywhere.
They're like, just pray over it. What are you talking? Did you try praying? Did you ask?
Did you ask Jesus to fix your hip?
Well, did you bring it up in church or what?
I'll put a prayer request in for you.
Yeah, the doctor tells him to put a prayer request in for him. Yeah, I don't blame him. He probably should seek treatment in other areas. I mean,
I would definitely get some kind of like try stem. I mean, if I had the money, I'd try stem cells.
His hip's dead?
It's dying. Stem cells will bring it right back to life.
Yeah, he's got to shoot some stem cells.
You got to put a couple of aborted babies in that motherfucker. And
come right
shape. Alive.
All you got to do is put a few dead babies in there. You're good to go.
People
You'll be
say
thrown in no
abortion's
time.
bad.
They say what?
Abortion's bad.
Yeah.
Not if you got a dead hip.
Yeah. I mean, what's more important?
Yeah.
Abortion or my bad neck? You know what I'm saying? Maybe my neck cracks when I do this. Actually, I don't think the stem cells they use are they from abortion?
I don't
Aborted
know.
Fetuses?
I think it used to be.
Why is my voice so high?
Yeah, I think they used to be.
Okay. That was because I remember that being the thing when stem cells were brought up. You're like,
killing
babies? Are you killing? Like, I don't know if that's the thing at all.
Yeah, I don't know. But I've watched enough Joe Rogan to know stem cells are good.
Yeah, it's not like they take the fucking. It's not like they take a baby and just squeeze the juice out of it into like this thing and then suck it into a syringe and stick it into someone's arm.
What is it? Adrenochrome? Or what is
Adrenochrome?
Adrenochrome, yeah.
I think that's it.
They put it,
so what Chris Dickerson needs
is adrenochrome and fucking stem cells.
You need to get in touch with Alex Jones.
Yeah.
And see where the plug is.
Yeah, or I'm pretty sure Paul Macbeth knows where to get it.
I bet he does.
No, he does. That's what he did for his
Oh,
shoulder.
the stem cells, yeah. Everyone that has their torn labias.
Yeah. Did Eagle do it? Did he do stem cell?
That sounds familiar. Sounds like I heard that. I don't know, but I'm gonna say Eagle looks like the type that would.
Yeah, I mean, I would
Pursue
for
it.
sure. Speaking of Eagle, he'll be at Music City
This
Open.
is it? This is it?
Yeah, he's
The
coming back.
my first DGPT event,
His
and I
Eagle's
get to fucking
back. Yep.
see the return of Eagle.
Yep. He changed it. He was saying
Shit.
Champions Cup, and then he edited it, and now it says Music City Open. And he's doing. If anybody's going to be in the Nashville area, you probably already know this. They're having a clinic Thursday. Eagle is. So
Nice.
go ahead and attend that.
Yeah, that's
Tell them Courtesy Violation Center. You can use hashtag or promo code CVPod. You get 10% off of that clinic.
Yep.
Tickets to the clinic.
Yeah, they won't tell you that while you're there, but if you just bring it up afterwards, it will save you. They'll give you the 10% back that you paid in for the clinic.
Mm-hmm.
Try it.
Yeah.
We get to see how Eagle.
He's going to come
How
back
he's gonna
strong,
start.
dude.
I think
I
he
have a
will.
feeling.
I think he's going to come back strong.
I think he didn't rush it. I don't think he got in any hurry. I think
No.
he's been playing and practicing, learning his new frisbees.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
He didn't have a baby, which
have a
has
baby.
somehow showed to be the death of these players. When you have a child, your game goes to shit.
That's what babies
That's it.
do.
They should
ruin
quit.
your life.
They got to quit having babies.
The only
Emerson
thing
Keith
babies-
doesn't know he's digging a
The
fucking
only
grave.
thing babies are good for are stem cells to fix people's shoulders, dude.
Yeah. Quit having the babies. Do the necessary measures that need to be taken.
To get us more stem cells.
Keep us healthy.
Yes.
Keep us healthy. Keep us playing. Listen, what do you expect when these 25-year-old disc golfers are fucking on the injured list because they're throwing their arms out, they're
No
hurting their
shit.
knees? What's the bet? What do we think here? Abortion, disc golf.
Well, you know where I'm leaning towards. I only like kids.
Once again, I don't think stem cells come from aborted fetuses.
They don't. I'm pretty sure they don't. But if they did,
But if they did, that would have been you. There would have never been any question. You're totally pro-abortion in that sense.
no, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying that. I'm saying I'm pro healthy shoulders.
Yeah, and whatever means necessary.
Yeah,
Whatever it takes.
I'm not saying anything about abortion.
I'm just saying that if it's necessary,
I am 100% about women's rights. That's all I care about.
Yes.
They have control. They have rights over their body. They can do whatever they want to with it.
give us those stem cells.
How you like that? How you like that?
Support women's rights.
Yes.
And stem cell research.
And healthy shoulders
healthy shoulders. Healthy
and
hips.
Yes.
You don't want dead hips.
I'll give if Chris needs some stem cells, I'll give him some of mine.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do that.
Say, Chris, don't kill any babies.
No,
buddy.
I'll
Listen.
just drain them off of me, dude. You can have mine.
Yeah, I ain't using them.
No.
I don't remember the last fucking time anyone's asked me if I had my stem cells.
Yeah.
I'm not using it.
No, dude.
Is this party stem cell required?
Yeah.
Because
It's like algebra. I haven't used my stem cells since high school.
yeah, no shit.
Like,
And even back then, you weren't using them for any good.
no,
You know?
it's bad stuff.
It's bad stuff. Stuff teenagers use stem cells for. You know. Moving on though, you want to talk about the triple mando at Maple Hills,
Yeah, Maple Valley.
Maple Valley.
Maple Valley.
You wrote that down in the notes. Maple.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know what the fuck I was.
Now it says Maple Syrup's Triple Mando Barn. That's funny. At first, when I saw it, it was Maple Valley's Triple Mando Barn. And then you changed it. Okay.
I fixed.
Thanks for
I
clarifying.
fixed it.
Yeah, Maple Syrup's Triple Mando.
What do you think? You hate it?
No, whatever. I know people are bitching because it's the whole gimmicky thing. They think it may be a little. I don't know. Whatever.
I just want to know how that. I'd like to see the height. Like I'd see it. I want to know how tall it is.
Yeah.
That's all.
How much room you got?
If it's tall, if it's 10 foot, I'm like, yeah, I don't like that.
Nah,
but I mean,
it's
if it's
tight.
like 20 foot high, I'm okay with it because I mean, honestly, with all that OB, how the rocks narrow in right there and then come back out, I think that was the intended path where they wanted the frisbees to fly, right?
Yeah.
So I'm okay with it, and I know it is gimmicky, and people are like, "Oh
Keeps
God,
you
where's
honest.
what is it you said? Where's the clown's mouth or something?" Like
Right, yeah. Do I have
mean,
to shoot it through a fucking a hole in a lighthouse?
yeah, I mean, it is gimmicky a little bit, but also there has been a lot of bad shots on that hole. Take a tree kick and end
Get
up
lucky.
good. Yeah.
It's true. Yeah, there's been some errant shots make it through some sneaky rough,
So
some
this
rough, and just actually sneak through. This will,
it really makes the drive. It really emphasizes the placement of your
yes,
tee shot.
yeah.
I
Which
like
is
it. It's okay. It makes
which
it harder.
with that hole being so far downhill is not a fucking easy
No.
tee shot to be accurate with.
I mean,
I've seen all, and not from experience, from watching these motherfuckers.
Maple Valley was too easy.
Maple Valley, yeah.
It was too
They had,
easy.
they had to make Maple Valley a little bit
It's
harder.
tougher, yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. Did they build? Where did they get a barn? Did they build that for? There's no way that they were like, They built They got the stuff to build it and made it for that hole. There was surely just a barn laying around.
No, I bet they made it. Yeah,
Really?
yeah. They don't have a foundation on it, so they had to build it. They had to put the posts in the ground. It's
I was so positive that they just took like this old barn and moved it over there.
no, I wouldn't think so. I mean, possible. I don't know. It is a farm,
Yeah.
so I mean,
Well, that's the old treehouse barn.
Yeah,
That's where we used to put the trees, hang the trees up.
It's very possible that, but I don't think it looks bad either. People are like, it looks dumb. I think if you throw a big, you know how the Maple Hill trophies,
Yeah.
the wooden thing that says Maple Hill on it, get a big one of those, slap it on right there in the valley, right there, or in
Yeah.
the peak. That's
Big
a
bada boom.
signature fucking.
Yeah.
It's another signature hole. Like they needed more.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got all every hole there is like, oh, that's a signature hole.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, it's such a great course, so I'm not.
What you're saying is, yeah, like take advantage of that.
Yeah,
Make it pretty it
Yeah, it
up.
could be picturesque. Too.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a photo op. If you go play there, and you know what I mean. So you go play Maple Valley, and you
Maple
play,
Syrup Valley.
How many people are going to play that hole now and not take a picture under the covered bridge
That's fair.
or whatever the covered bridge?
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean.
Yeah, that's gonna be the photo op for
Yeah.
Maple Hill from now on.
Yeah.
It's like, did you get your picture at the barn? Also, just a short amount of reprieve from the rain.
That's true. Yeah.
So you got about.
What was it that you posted that it looked like?
Oh, it looks like the little barn from Beetlejuice.
Oh, yeah.
That bridge,
The
that
bridge.
red covered
Yeah.
bridge that they
Yeah,
drive through.
The bridge.
Yeah,
what it was.
that's the first thing I thought of when I saw it was Beetlejuice.
It does look like a covered bridge for sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
yeah. It's I don't know. I'm for it, man.
I know. We'll see how it plays. I mean, we might hate it after they play.
No,
Be
we're
like,
gonna love
ah.
it.
But I think I do. I think it makes the tee shot like, not that it wasn't already, but I mean, you also think that you could really just rip one as hard as you could, and you'd have. I mean, you might be in the fucking Christmas trees, but you'd still have a shot at it. Now you're not going to. You're going to have to play it to the right side a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of layups, a lot
think
more
so.
layups. Whereas before, like you said, they could get sneaky, or maybe even have a little angle at it. But yeah, with a fucking
Get sneaky or get lucky. That's the thing.
yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I'm for it, man. I'm here for the change. I mean, it's one hole at Maple Hill.
17 more.
There's 17 more cool holes, dude. If they put barns on every hole, then we can start bitching.
Yeah, then, I like it.
You say barn on every hole.
Yeah, I'm a barn kind of guy.
I think they should put barns on the tee pads. Why aren't they putting them on the fucking like covered tee pads? You know, we never look into covered tee pads.
I thought it was a joke at first. I thought it was they kept on extended their April Fool's joke.
Yeah, like wow, April Fool's on the 23rd. It's not the 23rd. Hasn't happened yet. But what else? You want to talk about the Rebecca Minnick thing where she was complaining on Instagram?
Ace Baby or whatever her name is. Yeah, I've been following her on social for a while. It's she was pissed.
She's upset. She doesn't think that the DGPT gives them ample amount of time before their practice rounds or before their rounds to practice.
to get warmed up.
Yeah.
Said she only had
She only had
45 minutes.
Yeah.
And because the reason she couldn't get there early enough because
The shuttle.
they can't park at the tournament, and the shuttle only ran an hour before her tee time. So she had to wait for the shuttle. I guess she needs more than an hour to warm up. I don't know. I mean, seems like a lot of complaining. I mean,
Yeah.
is she the only one that was bothering?
She's the only one I know that complained about it.
Like,
I was looking.
I try to get to tournaments early myself. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, but I don't know, man. Tea time tournaments, I'm not getting there more than an hour early.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
just,
Yeah, I don't know. Like, that doesn't seem like a huge deal, but as a player, maybe it would resonate more, you know?
Yeah.
As someone who, you know, is in the thing, maybe it would make more sense to me. Maybe I'm tone deaf to it just because I'm not in that world.
do you think
It does seem sort of minuscule.
I guess it only affects the super early cards, right?
Right, yeah.
I mean, because besides that, I mean, I don't know. Maybe they should, like, maybe the PDGA could figure out a way to, like, provide some kind of, let somebody drop them off. Like, how about that? How about maybe they can, maybe they might be driving themselves. So I don't know. I'm just trying to think of something. I don't think it's a big fucking deal. I think she was pissed, and I don't know. I want to be like, yeah, man, they should provide her with time to warm up, but goddamn, bro.
Seems like reaching.
Yeah, it just seems like it's a fucking.
Yeah.
I don't know. Seemed like a crazy fucking
Rant.
dog brain, goddamn rant to me is what it seemed like. She seems like a fucking dog brain.
She may just be. I'm not sure. But that definitely did. I mean, that was the big talk. That was the most fucking. If that is the craziest shit happening in disc golf right now, we're doing pretty good though.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just not fucking. I don't know. She was also talking about how I think she got stroked at Texas State's or something. She was like, I was there and they didn't let them call my name, or I don't know. It seems like
she has a lot of issues.
Yeah, it seemed like a
lot of times when people have a lot of issues and it's never more looking within in the post.
That's kind of what I get a feeling I got. And like I said, I have followed her a while on social medias and stuff, and she seems all right. She seems like she lives off of social media. Like it's a little, it's kind of crazy. Like, I don't know. To me, it's, I don't know. She's a dog brain. I'm sorry.
We're writing it up to that.
I'm sorry, dude. Dog brain. I'm sorry.
We'll write it up. We'll chalk it up to that. These players shouldn't have ample amount of time before their tournaments.
An hour?
I'm just kidding.
Is an hour? No, I think she said 45 minutes. Is that not enough time? Like,
to warm up?
But the PDGA also, I think they commented on it and said, listen, the players' parking lot is plenty big enough that you can throw and stretch out and everything there. So why wouldn't you? If she said something about I shouldn't have to get cold. And maybe I'm not like the athlete that some of these people are. I'm not gonna. If I get warmed up and I have to get in the car for a 5 to 10 minute shuttle, Zach Milton said it was 5 minutes.
Yeah,
I believe Zach Milton. I don't think Zach Milton would lie. I don't.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's Zach Milton. Why would he lie?
No, he doesn't have to. Look at that hair.
It's a 5 minute car ride really gonna fucking fuck you up? I mean, so what happens if she's playing and she's warm and then they get the whole 3 and there's a 5 minute backup?
Right.
Is she fucked then too?
Yeah. Did you get cold?
Yeah. Is that the
cold again?
PDGA's fault too? I mean, come on, man. It seems she's reaching.
Yeah, it does.
It seems like she had a shitty tournament and she wanted something to fucking bitch about, and she's got a goddamn dog brain. That's it. Sorry, Rebecca Sweets or whatever the fuck your name is.
Sorry, Rebecca Ace Baby.
Yeah.
Ace Baby.
Sorry. I mean, it just seemed she DNF too. So
really,
go figure.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know she had actually DNF'd.
I think she had a pretty bad first round, and then she
Yeah.
DNF'd.
Wow.
So
That's something too, man. You don't want that. It never looks super cool whenever you have a shit round or a couple shitty rounds and then you make a complaint.
yeah.
It's like, hold on, bud. What are we complaining about here?
Well,
Are we sure that
yeah.
you're complaining about
Yeah.
this one
Yeah.
particular thing, or is are you going through some shit right now?
Yeah. And also there is, you hear about it. They have a private Facebook page that
Yeah,
they take complaints and they listen to
That's good.
suggestions and stuff like that. And that seemed
instead of that.
she could have took it there. She said she spoke to a couple people at the course.
Yeah.
I have watched it and I've read a lot of comments, and there's a lot of FPL players that are like, "Fuck off," pretty much.
Yeah,
you know what I
it's
mean?
just kind of dismissive, almost.
Holland,
Hanley,
no,
Holland,
Holly
Finley.
Finley. She had a good response. She's like, "Listen, we have a Facebook page for this, and
Right.
you don't need to be talking shit to the company that gives you an opportunity to play professional disc golf." And I feel that, like, also you do need to be, you do need to be, I don't know, I don't even know how to say it. Like, don't bite the hand that feeds you. There we go. That's
to an
that's the way
extent.
to say it.
To an extent, yeah, I agree with you. And disc golf too, though, is like so small. It almost feels like I don't know, like I'm not in this world, but it almost feels like to bitch too much about like if it is actually silly or minuscule. It's like, man, you're complaining about an organization that is trying to get big. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like the money's not there just yet, so like, and we're learning. It's still young. So there is a lot, in which complaining will right a lot of those wrongs,
It will.
or like bringing those,
But not
issues,
maybe not in a public fucking place, though.
fair,
You know,
maybe
what I
not,
mean?
maybe not. And you should be able to, right? I mean, you should be able to if you want to talk shit. I think,
Yeah, you should be
within
able to.
reason.
But then if somebody calls you a goddamn dog brain, that's on you.
yeah, that you can't be too
Yeah.
surprised.
Yeah.
We get called dog brains all the time. We're not surprised.
No.
We know why. It's
Yeah,
because of our online presence.
Because I'm fucking dog brain.
Yeah.
I'm stupid.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know. She has her complaints, and that's fine. If she needs more than an hour, maybe somebody can volunteer to go and pick her up. I don't know. Like, I'm sure they have to pay the shuttle drivers, right?
Oh, I mean, someone does.
Somebody's paying the shuttle drivers.
Yeah.
'Cause, just like when we go to MCO next week, we're going to have to catch a shuttle from the high school to...
Yeah.
Those guys are getting paid. They're not doing it for free.
Yeah.
So
It's disc golf. They just may.
what's a extra, an extra hour of shuttles gonna cost? You know what I mean? It might be a substantial amount. And
Right.
how many other people are gonna be on these shuttles that early? Like, you gonna pay them an extra hour for one or two people at the
that
most?
want to get out there
Because
a little bit earlier.
there's 4 people on the because she was the first card, so. And this was the first day, so it wasn't because she played bad. It was just the card that she drew, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And so, what if the other 3 people on our card are like, yeah, 45 minutes is plenty for me. So they're going to pay a shuttle driver and extra
To meet your needs.
for one person?
Right.
Or maybe 2, 4 at the most.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know. She has the right to complain. And
Sure.
she has the right to want more time.
Sure.
And she has the right to whatever.
But putting that stuff out there also gives other people the right to be like, nah.
I just don't see that a 5-minute ride. If you get warmed up, I don't see that a 5-minute ride is gonna. So you warm up, right? You take a 5-minute ride. You still have 45 minutes to warm back up.
Right.
That's not
Yeah.
enough. And
Yeah.
they give you time. They give you room up there at the player parking that you can throw warm up, everything else.
Yeah.
So say you throw warm up for 45 minutes, you're good and warm. You get on the shuttle bus. 5 minutes later, you're at the course. You
Right.
still have 45 fucking minutes.
Yeah.
That's not good enough.
Yeah.
That seems like this. This
Yeah.
seems like she's fucking reaching, man.
Yeah, and then there's the whole I think she had mentioned too. It's like, well, then I get in trouble if I'm late to my tee time, so I don't want to do that. You
Yeah.
know, she's bringing up the whole
Yeah.
people getting stroked for that.
Yeah, because she got stroked, I guess.
She did.
Yeah.
And Yeah, I don't know. I'd say a lot of people after getting stroke, the people that were affected by that new rule has affected, I'm sure they're all a little salty about it,
Yeah,
you know, to an extent.
but it's
But
still 45 minutes is plenty of time.
yeah, that in
I don't know.
I'm with you, right?
Yeah,
She could have warmed up at the high school.
I'm 45 years old, and I just don't think that if I warmed up well, 30 minutes, 40-minute warm up, wherever the players' parking is, and then took a 5-minute shuttle ride, I don't think that's going to set me so far back that I can't get loosened back up in 45 more minutes.
Right, yeah.
That's just, to me, that's crazy. It doesn't even make fucking sense to me.
Yeah.
And that's the reason
You're
the reason
nah.
I'm not even getting angry. It just doesn't. There's something else there. Either it's for attention,
right,
or she was butthurt about something that she didn't play well and DNF'd, or something.
Yeah.
There's more to it than I didn't have enough ample time to warm up. You had all goddamn night if you wanted to. You could park at that player's parking and warm up as much as you want, and then take a 5-minute ride, and then still have 45 more fucking minutes to warm up.
Yeah. Just do what I do and plan on getting there an hour early,
Smoke
but get there about
ciggies.
30 minutes early.
And smoke ciggies and eat sausage biscuits, dude.
Yeah. Eat some shitty breakfast from McDonald's. Few cigarettes on the way to the course. Couple cigarettes once you get there. About 20 ounces of water. I'm going to be real. It's not a lot of water.
4 or 5 putts.
4 or 5 putts.
So I make 3 of them. I'm good to go.
Yeah, I'm ready. That's warming up.
Yeah.
That's warming up.
I have started warming up, and I kind of do feel her in a way. Maybe she has a fucking dying hip like me and CD do.
Of course.
Because CD don't realize it, but my hip's dying too.
Yeah.
It's not a neuropathy.
Yeah.
It's fatassopy.
It's just from mine it's just from being a little too big. It's getting too tough on you.
Yeah.
It is funny to think you and Chris Dickerson hanging out, and you're like, same thing, huh? It's like mine's.
It's not fucking up my career either, bro.
Yeah. You're like, yeah. Doctor told me I get this is the same thing that's conducive to athletic people.
Fatletic.
Yeah, it's the same injuries that athletic people sustain. So I'm right there with you.
But well wishes to Rebecca Minnick. Well wishes to C Dick.
Of course.
Well wishes to everybody that's listening.
Well wishes to the unborn babies that you condemned earlier.
I didn't condemn. I did not.
I heard your stance on it, bud.
Don't put words in my fucking mouth.
Just to be clear, though.
There's only one thing I like going in my mouth.
What's that?
Asshole.
And that's plenty of it. And I'm eating it stroke by stroke.
But listen. Share. Follow. Sub. Nope. Dom scribe.
Don't
no
sub.
Don't sub. Ain't no subs right here.
No.
Dom scribe. I tell you what, if we can, I think we're at like 95, 94 subs on YouTube.
93, I think.
93? Okay. Yeah. Okay. 93 subs on YouTube. If we can get that to like 110 let's just say 105.
Oh.
That's just like 10 more followers.
Yeah.
If we can, if we can get to 105 more followers, we'll give away another run maker.
Guys, how bad do you want? How bad do you want a run maker? I mean, let's just be real. You've heard us talk about it for the last year. You've heard all the stories. You've seen them at all the disc golf shops. It's time for you to find out for yourself. Was this thing made by a madman?
It's made by a disconeer, dude.
He is a disconeer.
He went to disconeering school for 4 years.
He did.
To make this thing.
His parents were very upset with him. They wanted him to be a doctor. He insisted that the disconeering was the route. Who would have known that he was the first person to ever achieve it, and it's actually worked out for him. So
all you gotta do is hold it up. Close one eye like you're drunk and your room's spinning.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just look at the basket and you make every single putt.
Yeah. I actually hold the disconeer run maker up in my left hand and putt with my right hand simultaneous.
Oh, see, that makes even more sense.
Next level.
Yeah.
And it's just to kind of like square it up with the basket.
Yeah.
Move it out of the side, throw it. And that's how I'm practicing, dude.
I like to try to hold mine far enough back and look down at my little thing and see if I can see if my thing's C1, C2.
C2, yeah. You can. That is funny. You can. The closer you get, the bigger your wiener looks too. Or I guess the further you,
Yeah.
I guess the closer you pull the run maker to your face, the less space.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah, it's the opposite of what you said, but the same.
I got you.
Yeah.
You want to just put your penis in the run maker if you can fit it.
Listen,
in there.
just yo sub. Or Dom. Dom subscribe to the YouTube. If we get to 100, what I say, 105? Fuck it. If we can get one more, no, we got to
At this rate, this could take a couple weeks.
We got to get to 105, and we'll give this away to one of our subs on YouTube.
Yeah,
One of our Doms.
yeah.
I keep saying subs, and I do not want y'all to
don't
think
put that on those guys.
Yeah, I don't want y'all to be subs. I want y'all to be Doms like us.
Yeah, and we don't want you guys to think that we don't want you to put. We don't want to put that on you that you're some kind of. Yeah. What's sub short for?
Submissive.
Submissive, of course. You're dominant.
Substitute
We know that.
teacher.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, but anyway, like, follow, share. We're everywhere. See Violation Pod, TikTok, Twitter, Insta, Facebook, every fucking where.
Just get it
Just
out there.
walk outside and holler at See Violation Pod, and we'll be there.
We'll be there. Shine up the CV light into the sky. We'll be there like Batman and Gay Robin.
Whoa, who's who?
I'm Robin.
Yes.
Come on. You know you're the leading guy.
I'm back, man.
Backman? Backman and Throbbing. Backshot man and Throbbing.
All right, we love you.
Peace.
See ya. This fucking thing.